Hey everybody, it's Wild, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. So, I missed a boss in the Old Iron Crown, or the King of the Old Iron Crown, or whatever it's called, DLC, and I found the armor beforehand. I didn't connect the dots. I figured it was this area I hadn't been to before because one of the bonfires wasn't, like, registered, but it turned out I just needed to interact with that suit of armor. I cleared out this room the other day, and after that, I needed to go, and so I left, and yeah. Wait, did I have... I have 2 poison mists left? I thought I accidentally hit the button and broke it. Maybe that's something else. I was almost sure I accidentally pressed the button and used up a spell that I didn't need to. Wait a second. Does this crown do something with magic? Am I out of my mind? Because it glows every now and then randomly. It glows every now and then randomly. It's like really rare, but I could have sworn I accidentally pressed the button and burnt a spell. Right, these guys are super resilient to fire. Jeez. They attack so fast. They actually have pretty good range, too. Okay, I can't... Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I shouldn't have been using that weapon in close quarters because it tings off walls, and they have thrusting attacks. So they, well, and they cheat. They don't ping off walls like the player does. What if this, where this is gonna put me though? Because there's no bonfire in here. Does it bring me out where the armor was? And then I have to load back into the other area, so I have to go through 2 load screens. And it's just less convenient than having a bonfire in that first room, right? Yeah, kind of awkward. It puts me back here. Let's get some spells on. I definitely want to test out that theory of whether if I get like spells back. That would be super weird. We're more going utility, so I definitely want repair. Kind of want great heal. Maybe one other damage spell. Maybe the smaller fireball. Fire orb. Fire orb, great fireball. Great heal, and then repair, maybe. Do I want to use my humanity? I mean, I kind of don't want to go through this like 4 times, but like I kind of don't want to use an effigy until I know what I'm up against either. And I shouldn't have died against those 2 enemies in there, to be honest. It was a combination of using the wrong weapon and not dodging back, knowing that they have a lot of running thrust attacks. I've noticed that the developers have gotten quite toxic with having enemies rush at the player. like that. I feel like it's kind of toxic because like the player doesn't have a ton of movement options in this game. I think that's why it maybe feels so bad to me. That the player just doesn't have a ton of movement options. Did I aggro him or not? Didn't? You know what I actually think it is they like to use a lot of different enemies on the player, or multiple enemies on the player at one time in this game. And when one of them's far away, you're like, okay, I'm safe right now because it's not close to me. But that's immediately shattered if they are able to run to you. So it kind of just breaks that immediately. That thrust attack actually had end lag. What the heck? Shoot. Almost got myself killed again. I did it again. That died. This weapon's just not good here. I need to shift to like my frozen needle, my ice rapier. I literally did the same thing twice on different pillars though too. It just sucks because after you do a first hit, because the first one can put them into hit stun and soak in the second. Kind of running the same thing I did the other day where I'm not using human effigies yet, but I want to kind of save it for when I need it, not just like use them randomly, you know? I think that in a way this game is less like replayable to like just run around the world in than any other Dark Souls because of the human effigy thing. I bet you can farm them from certain enemies. Like, I'm assuming you can. Um, we did aggro him right away. 1, 2 for this dagger. Definitely harder to kill him with this thing, though. I was thinking about Elden Ring and how, like, early game, like, when you put points into, like, your statistics, you can sort of get away with mostly just putting into HP, stamina, and your main, like, weapon attacking stat, but it's kind of tricky to put points into, like, the magic stats. And I think that's, like, really fair because you don't want the player be like being good at everything, but in a way it's also, I might aggro this guy, I don't know. Didn't. But in a way that's kind of good because if you wanted to do like a mage early game, let's say, right, you're putting, I did aggro it. My gosh, the attack was so fast that he like interrupted my wind up of my own attack and hit me with his. Like I was in the middle of this and he attacked that fast and still hit me. Like I was doing the wind up first. Yo-ho, Red Slaps, what's going on? You made it, nice. I was not paying attention reading chat. I'll be completely honest on that. Have I found Sir Alone yet? I think he's in this area. This is the king's memories. I interact with the suit of armor and it takes me to some area. It's 104 Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh, really? Jeez. That's miserable. What the heck? Wait, I've never had that one cannot reside within a memory for long message, have I? I was expecting that last time, and then it turned out not to be true. I've been in here for a while. Had to adjust the temp to freedom units. That's pretty brutal, man. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't envy that. Although, I think I died. I die here again, right? Yeah, maybe I just have to let him kill me. I must have miscalculated. I must have forgot that there was a another enemy around the corner or something like that. I just was being oblivious. Gonna be like that till Monday. Then back to more reasonable summer temps. I mean, we still got like basically like wintry kind of stuff here. We haven't had snow in a bit, but like last night it was pretty freaking cold. Cold wind specifically. So it's like 59, 60 Fahrenheit today. One cannot reside within a memory for long. It's weird I never saw that message before when coming in here. Because that's usually what it says about memories. You know I can kill these guys pretty easily if I really just take my time. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have attacked first because they poise. All enemies poise through attacks. I didn't register as that being able to hit. Either that was a lot faster than I thought or something else weird was going on, but I just did not register that hitting. Did drop something. Just wish human effigies were a little bit... Hello, Night Gauntlets. Dodge. Shoot, I was reading the item. Phantom hit. It did. I can confirm it. I can confirm it at this point. Whenever that crown is sparkling, it actually restores spells. 100% now. I went back up to 3 charges. So this crown is actually restoring spell usage when it's glowing like that. It doesn't say anything about that in the description, did it? I never read the full thing. It has to be the crown. It's whenever it sparkles. I'm not crazy. Crown of the Old Iron King who ruled this land. The king sunk below scorching iron, met the one whose name must never be repeated, and became Icarus Earth. But these events were long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. How come it doesn't say anything about it? That's so bizarre. I didn't realize it, and the only reason I realized it is because right after I ended stream the other day, I put my controller down and accidentally used one of my... I still had the poison mist on, and so when I came back into game, I was like, okay, I only have one, but it doesn't really matter, I probably won't use it. And then I had two, and it was after the crown sparkled. And so, but now we can confirm that, because I used one of my 3 great fireball charges, and it gave me a charge back. So it's literally able to restore magic, like spells. I was just wearing it just because I was going through this area, but that makes it extremely potent. Oh my gosh, that attack... Okay, there isn't a wind-up for that. I was giving myself crap for getting hit by the enemy, but there is no telegraph. His telegraph is running at you. There is no telegraph for the attack that you could realistically dodge. You just need to dodge when he gets next to you. I did say I feel like the game is very toxic when it comes to enemies running at you. Yeah, that was just me messing up. But that would be the reason why. I might aggro both enemies. I aggroed both of them, and I just used humanity too. It's the bad thing about doing what I just did. Phantom hit. I had that glitch just happen where I was holding down the button to run, but it wasn't working. That glitch actually happens a lot in this game. I kind of want to do a test of whether it restores 1 charge on all spells or whatever spell I'm currently on when I have this crown on. Oh, he was in the other doorway. I didn't have any stamina left. It gave a charge back of each. It gave a charge back of everything. That's kind of insane. How come there's nothing, it doesn't say anything about that in the item description? It is only 1 charge? I assumed it was only 1 charge. But, like, it could be more. So it's a surprise, surprise. I mean, it definitely... It's just... But I would have had no reason to ever put this crown on. I was just like... I don't know. I don't know. I was having a Bloodborne moment where I was like, yeah, maybe it does something to have... That's just... I don't know. It was just kind of random, and it ends up being like a super useful item. Maybe like the most useful item in the game that I've found for magic. Yeah, I can't use that in here. The ceiling's too low. I was just pinging off the doorway. Okay. Here's where he died the first time. I should ask this. Oh my gosh, that attack is so unfair. It's so unfair. I just don't know what to do against it. It's so unfair. There's like no telegraph to it. He just hits me. I have more wind up with my rapier than he has with it. It's just so unfair. I gotta bait him up the staircase. I can't be taking arrow shots. I know he's resistant to fire, but I can't use the other thing in here, and the rapier is just not working. I don't know what kind of enemies those are. I can't really tell. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, that one didn't just attack me out of nowhere. I don't know what kind of enemies these are. I don't really recognize them by silhouette. Interesting. Okay, they're the same enemy types. They just have arrows. They're the same type of knight. I got hit. Oh, I didn't. I was almost sure I was hit there. I was almost sure I was hit there. Okay, no illusion walls. How is that hitting me? Is that a glitch or is that intentional because it's like a grate? Oh, it's just happening right now. Okay, I got phantom hit once. That's not a good start. I assume that's just crappy hitbox design if that happens, but I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so he can jump backwards. That felt a little unpredictable because sometimes he does a double slash. Maybe he goes into a specific pose before he jumps back to signify. So it was over the head, right, left sweep, right sweep. What signifies that he's gonna jump back in his combo? He doesn't really have anything that I can see. Last Estus. This guy has a lot of problems that I see in Elden Ring that I actually had problems with the last boss too, is he doesn't really seem to have like openings where you can do anything except like a single attack. So it's like dodge, 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 I can do one hit. Dodge, 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 I can do one hit. He jumped back, I can't hit him still. Dodge, 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 I can do one hit. He jumped back, I still can't hit him. But we'll see. That wasn't a terrible attempt. Going through that whole area a second time is kind of annoying, though. Like, that's probably the more annoying part. Before I fight him, I might go down below that grate where, like, those, enemies were, just to see what's, like, down there. Because I didn't even see. Yeah, I... I can't believe they put a boss after, like, in this memory area after, like, this really long gauntlet of enemies. It's really weird. Like, I don't want to kill him again, but running through here is actually really hard the way that they've structured things, right? Because essentially they have this one knight here. There's one behind that pillar. There's the frogs that spit. That is such an unfair attack. Look at that. It's so insanely fast. The frame data on that is ballistic. That's just so unfair. What were they thinking? Don't get hit? Yeah, I think the way to really deal with these guys is literally just to play extremely, like, defensive and just, like, be ready to dodge and never, ever, 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 ever attack or, like, do anything first, because their frame data is just so insanely fast on that one move. The thrust also... Whoa! I didn't think he'd be facing me. He's never done that. I've done this like 5 or 6 times and I've never seen him face me. I'm out of stamina. I just got lucky there. He could have easily hit me with an unreactable attack. I'm gonna leave that other lizard. I actually forgot about him. I pushed him back into tipper range. What? Alright, he just poised through my Dark Hurricane. Great heal. I never got any cool items from that guy either. This area is so tricky. I thought I could get backstabbed there. Why wasn't that a backstab? Might die here, we'll see. If they just spam that super fast attack, I would die a lot sooner. I don't know why they're not just spamming it. Sometimes it feels like they are, and I just die and I feel like it's complete BS. I shouldn't have rolled backwards there, because that has an active hitbox state for a bit. It's not a super crazy one, but does have it. I was talking yesterday about, like, upgrading a katana and, like, getting, like, with, like, lightning infusion or something. This boss uses a katana. I could fight him, like... we could just have, like, a katana sword fight, which would be kind of cool. Is that a good idea? It sounds kind of fun. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this boss, but it's too soon to tell. Okay, so do I go down here? Is there enemies? It's an item over on that side. Wait, was this not it? Oh. Twin Blade plus 7? So what's over on this side? Nothing. Okay. Wait, really? Nothing at all? Okay. Sure, why not? And then one of these probably wraps around to the lizard! Get stamina. Great heal. It's so strange that there's hidden tech in this game, basically. Wait, there, you can go up from here too? Oh, interesting. Okay, there's a staircase down. That's interesting. It's so strange that there's like hidden secrets in this game. Like, I don't remember how I found out about it. I think it was the wiki or something like that. I don't remember. But in Lords of the Fallen House, there's that secret tech where you do like left bumper and weak or strong attack, and they do like special attack actions that aren't like the traditional ones with a weapon. Wait, so what's the point of coming down here? Just the twin blade plus 7, I guess? I guess so. Alright, all repaired up. I'm not sure what weapon I should fight this guy with. I kind of like the idea of upgrading the washing pole. I kind of like the idea. I can't stay in the memory for long. I don't want it to kick me out. Alright, he had iframes. Okay, so whenever he goes into that pose from ranged, you get one hit, he dashes back, I can't hit him anymore. I get one hit, he dashes back, I can't hit him anymore. I get one hit, he dashes back, I can't hit him anymore. He attacks 2 times, 3 times, I'm low on stamina. If I were to actually have dodged him while I would have been low on stamina. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna like this. This is how Elden Ring was for a lot of its bosses, where it's just like you get one hit in. So you do want to use the hardest, heaviest hitting weapon of all time. I think a lot of people run strength builds, and so people that run strength builds generally find the battles a lot more fun, because when they get that one hit in, it's always really crunchy. But for like anyone else, we're just kind of in misery of like a boss that's like constantly only letting us hit like once because they're jumping around so much. It once again is the that paradox that I discovered in Monster Hunter, where you generally think that a fast weapon set like dual blades that can constantly sprint after the monsters is actually going to have like the highest like damage against fast monsters. And in general they do. Against faster monsters they're able to keep up, whereas like a greatsword's going to have trouble. But there comes a point where the monster is so fast that nothing can keep up with it, because it's just like borderline teleporting with how fast they make the monsters move sometimes. And then it doesn't matter if you have a fast attacking weapon. you'll only be able to get a few hits in before it teleports away, basically. And so in that case, if it's going to stay still even for a half a second, you just want to hit it as absolutely hard as possible because your attack windows are just so small. And I feel like that's actually the issue I ran into a lot in Shadow of the Erdtree, where two or three, it was more than two or three. I think Rellana technically functioned like that. Strangely enough, with the how aggressively the boss was attacking, the Golden Hippo functioned like that. Let's see. Mesmer had openings, actually, right? I'm pretty sure Mesmer had openings, but not a lot. He too is like very, very aggressive to the point of like absurdity. And one of the reasons I decided, besides playing on New Game Plus 7 and it being absolutely ridiculous, but one of the reasons I decided to play Dark Souls 1, and I actually got hyped for it, I realized I was like actually excited to play Dark Souls 1 for the first time in my life because I'd always kind of written it off. Because I didn't think it looked like super like fast paced and exciting. But I had stopped writing it off after Shadow of the Erdtree because I was like, I want things to be slower. I don't want things to be so ridiculous anymore. And that was actually something I was looking. Oh my gosh, how did I aggro that one? Impossible. How in the world did I aggro? The one on the side I get, but how though? He's gonna attack. Phantom hit. Even when I dodge, the game doesn't think I should take no damage. Come on, game, don't be like that. Wow. That guy maybe should have had a tad more poise on him. Wonder how bad the sword is with him resistant to fire. Poke's still really good, but yeah, you can tell he's resistant. Yeah, resistances play such an incredibly crucial role in this game. The boss doesn't seem to be fire in any capacity, so I don't see any reason not to use fire on him necessarily. But once again, if he's only going to let me attack every now and then, I'm just going to use the hardest hitting thing. There's no reason to use anything else ever. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, stagger. I could maybe just run through these enemies, right? Well, maybe not. Probably should use the last heal. Alright, so I know a few of this guy's moves now. We have a lot of Estus, but he doesn't leave many rooms to heal either if he doesn't leave many rooms to attack. Dash back, slash forward. I get one hit in, he dashes back. I can't hit him anymore because he dashed backwards. One, he dashed backwards. I can't hit him if he dashes backwards. I get one hit here. He dashes backwards. I can't hit him if he dashes backwards. I'll get one hit here. One, I'm out of stamina. Yeah, stamina is going to be an issue in this too because he attacks so much. Slash forward. I get one hit in. One. Two. Three. Okay, that combo is cool. One. But I don't know the difference between that and the one where he just slashes 3 times. Get one hit in here. Nope, he dashed backwards. 2. One hit in here. Nope, he dashed away. 1, 2, 3. I'm out of stamina. Can't attack, can't attack, can't attack. 1, 2. Okay, get one hit in here. Nope. Couldn't even get one hit in with how fast his attack patterns are. He's gonna dash. Oh, wow. Okay, I thought there was more of a delay than that. Thought there was more of a delay. Yeah, he almost gives you no time to heal either. It's really toxic. Very similar to Elden Ring. Starting to see the design similarities. See, like, can I heal here? Because that was the end of his combo. 1, 2... I didn't think I was going to get hit by that. I didn't try to dodge it. Trying to conserve stamina. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I get one hit in, but I'm almost out of stamina. So if he attacks right, then I get hit. Because if he's going to do 2 sets of 1, 2, 3 back to back to back, I don't have enough stamina for both those. One hit, he dashes back. I can't hit him anymore. One hit, he dashes back. I can't hit him anymore. One hit. 1, 2. That was a weird delay hit. I was not expecting the delay. 1. Yeah, I get one hit in. 1, 2. The delay. This guy hits really hard for how fast and frequently he attacks. I don't want to know what that does. 1. Okay, I get one hit in. 1. I can barely even get this one hit in, actually. Sometimes it's like he interrupts it with how fast he attacks. I can't attack right now. I don't have stamina. One hit in. He dashes back. Actually, I didn't get the hit in. One hit in. He dashes back. I can't hit him anymore because he's not in ranged. One hit it in. Now he's going to attack multiple times, probably. One hit in. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's doable. Oh, I'm on the wrong catalyst. 54? It only hits for 54? Yeah, that's awful. I'm out of charges. So if I don't get this off, I die, basically, right? Oh, he's gonna do it again. Oh, interesting. That's screen wide. The illustrious floor looks cool, though. This is a cool boss arena, and it's a cool boss. I'd said this with the like Ivory King's final boss fight too. When they design bosses like this, they inadvertently like shut down builds. And I don't know like how it happens, right? Because it doesn't happen with like all bosses, even ones that are considered really good in like Elden Ring, like Radon, right? It doesn't happen with Radon, and even in Dark Souls 1, like Artorias. I don't know if you remember Red Slaps, but I used the scythe through most of the game. I did pick up the dagger from that girl in I think New Game Plus, the dragon girl. I can't remember her name. Um, and she was the one that was like she would go invisible, like the invisibility boss. And I used her dagger through some of the game because I like the dagger moveset. It's very fast. When I got to Artorias, Priscilla, yes. And yes, and I got her dagger from like cutting off her tail. And when I got to Artorias, I had to stop midway through on New Game Plus and let him kill me to reset the fight and fight him with the dagger instead. And I died to him multiple times using the dagger, but I could not use the scythe. It was so overpowered and busted, it was just unfair. And I had to fight him with the dagger. It was like clearly busted. So there have been like balancing issues, but I guess the point with Artorias I'm getting at is like the way he was designed, you could fight him with anything. There wasn't like a type of weapon or item that wouldn't work against Artorias just in his design, and probably same with Manus too. He did jump around a lot, but there wasn't really like a weapon that you just couldn't fight those bosses with. But like fighting this guy with a dagger, with how much he jumps around and how little his openings are, is extremely toxic to certain builds. It's doable. Like you could beat him with anything. I mean, you could just hitless, kill him with like a dagger, right? Like a single dagger, you could just hitless him. But it's just so hostile to certain weapons based on design, and I don't know how it gets like that, other than just like lack of testing. But I don't want to say like, oh, it's just a Dark Souls 2 thing, because it isn't. In Shadow of the Erdtree, it happened all the time, which is FromSoft's most recent, outing. And I just don't know how it happens, other than like there not being enough developers that like to play with, like different weapons in the studio. It's kind of sad, because I think that's one of like the big like draws specifically of Elden Ring, maybe way more so than like Dark Souls 2 even, right? It's like just how many weapon classes. I think there's 33 or 34. Whoa, he aggroed to me right away again. I'm tinging off the ceiling or something. I don't know what I'm tinging off of, but I'm tinging off of something. Oh, if it isn't Mr. Skibbity himself. What's up? What's going on, Miroku? I am still in the dream area? I don't know how I didn't ting off that pillar. So, Miroku, I figured out something super weird today. Like something extremely bizarre. Yesterday, right after I ended stream, I accidentally pressed my left bumper, putting my controller down before I exited game, and I used one of my spell charges. I had like the poison mist on. I'm like, well, I probably won't use that anyways. And then later today, without dying, I had both charges back. And I was like, how do I have both charges back? That doesn't make any sense. I accidentally hit the button, I thought. And I was like, is it the crown? So I was paying attention to it, and I actually found out that this crown, even though it says nothing about it in the item description, restores spell charges whenever it sparkles and does that weird sound effect. It gives you one charge of every spell that you have slotted currently, which makes it like one of the most ridiculous like utility items I've seen in the game so far, if not the most. Well, at least lightning kind of works on these guys, huh? 1, 2, that's the stagger. Wait a second, 2's the stagger. We've tested this. Game. Tested this. 2 is the stagger. It makes me wonder what the other crown does, the ivory one. Because I never really wore it for very long. I wore it to the throne and then I took it off. So I figured it out. Yeah, I figured out what the sparkle was. Either that or I figured out it's like special effect. I don't know what you're referring to, but either way, yeah, I did figure it out. It's just kind of a crazy thing to exist. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, they both went into sword mode. I did get another chime at some point in the game. I never actually checked it out. Okay. Gonna check out. I did get another chime. This is at a +10, and it has an A scaling with lightning, but it's weird because I don't feel like... I still don't feel like it's hitting very hard. I only get like 3 shots of Shaz-Ka. Oh, it's the dark one. I don't have any darkness incantations. I never found one. Alright. I probably need to do a few more rounds before I'm really ready to beat this guy, right? I think I've probably got a few more rounds to learn before I'm really ready to give it a shot. So I'm not going to use like my Radiant Life Gems on him yet. I'm just not ready yet. 1, 2, delayed 3. 1 hit from me. He dashes back. I can't hit him anymore. 1 hit from me. 1 hit from me. I'm almost out of stamina. 1, 2, 1 hit from me. He should... Wow, he's gonna attack again. Out of stamina. 2, 3. I'll drink to that. Ooh, that was delayed. My drink was delayed. That was weird. Okay, 1 hit from me. Nope. 1, 2. 1, 2. That was a different kind of attack pattern. I don't know if I'd seen that one before. Dash. I was early. That was my bad. That one was my bad, 100%. Huh. Okay, so this actually... It's weird. This is like an Elden Ring boss in terms of all of the issues I'm having with it. So one of the other problems, and I've been pretty vocal about this, especially with... no, it's basically all of Elden Ring, because it also happens with Margit. I use him as my primary example. So bosses, when they're not doing an action, are considered like it being in neutral. I consider it. I'm not sure if this is how it's used in like fighting games, because people talk about the neutral, so it might be something a little bit different. But I consider like when you, the player, aren't doing an action and the boss isn't doing an action, you're both in like a neutral passive state, right? There's nobody using an attack. And then when you go for an action, like a flask, a spell, an attack with a weapon or something like that, then you're in an action state. You're no longer in neutral or passive. You're like doing an action. So one of the problems that you run into with Elden Ring that creates this sort of feeling of artificial difficulty at times, and it can create a lot of like weird imbalances if you aren't the proper like HP. You don't have like the proper HP, or in Shadow of the Erdtree Scadutree fragments, is when bosses have attacks that come out of neutral basically at unreactable speeds. Now, it could be reactable if you're doing nothing, but if you're taking an action, it automatically just hits you basically, and there's no sort of response that the player can give. So now this boss, it doesn't have an attack that's that fast, but out of neutral, that dash from basically across the room, because the previous time I died, of the one, not the very last time I died, but the one before that, we found out that he can dash basically across the entire room with his like katana dash thing. So if he does his katana dash thing and dashes across the room, it basically means he has a screen-wide attack that he can do on the player, right? But also, in that last instance, I used my flask, I used my Estus flask when he wasn't queued up on that attack. So that attack is basically, as long as you are in neutral and he's in neutral doing nothing, you aren't safe to flask at any distance, because he can use that attack that comes out of neutral too fast and hits you, even if he wasn't actually telegraphed to be doing anything at the time. So there's no safe time at any distance to ever flask against him if he's not doing anything, because that attack comes out of neutral faster than your flask does. So the only time to flask against that boss is after he whiffs an attack, even if he's like 45 miles away from you. Not because he has a projectile, but because he has an attack that comes out of neutral that is also bordering on projectile, because he covers the whole screen. And it's a problem that a lot of the bosses in Elden Ring had, and led to a lot of, once again, I would say, like, I got killed. I missed my attack. But it leads to a lot of feeling like artificial difficulty if you're not at the right health HP thresholds, because you can never play proactively, and this is more not to flasking, but to like using some of your cool actions like attacking or something. Because against Margit, if you don't have enough vigor, let's say your HP stat, if you don't have enough vigor, then when you go for like a heavy attack with like a great sword, you are rolling the dice, because he has certain moves that come out of neutral at Mach speed. Like, he has two in particular that come out really fast. If you have the proper HP, you can trade with him, and it's not that big of a deal. But, like, if you're doing, like, a level 1 run, because I've beaten Margit with all of the starting classes at base level, but if you don't have the proper stats, then it is a disaster, because if you ever make that trade, he beats you because you don't have enough stats. And so basically it's sort of like a stat check. If you don't have the proper stats, then you get punished severely for not having the proper stats when you make that trade. Now, of course, there is a way to avoid the trade, and that's to never attack him when he's in neutral and have the trade happen. But that means that you're never attacking the boss when he's not already whiffed an attack. So you end up making the fight much longer than it needs to be in the pursuit of perfection and not dying. Okay, I don't know how I hit that guy, but I also don't know how I aggroed that guy. So I guess, yeah, I don't know how I aggroed that guy. I don't know how I hit him. I guess the game's all kinds of messy, right? Ooh, we traded there. I think these stairs are messing me up a little bit in terms of reading my distance with my attacks, because that's the second or third time I've, like, whiffed. Now, I should be able to lock onto this guy realistically, I think, from about here, but the game's not letting me. I've kind of noticed that, so I have to, like, choke up on him before I can, like, tag him. Oh, he got aggro anyways. Okay, so that had an active hitbox, it looked like. Actually, I haven't fought a lot of these enemies. I think they're kind of underutilized. Oh, I died for sure, right? Yeah. Because I can't put him into hit stun reliably, so if I hit him, sometimes he just kind of poises through. This is an enemy, as I said, that I don't think they've used a whole lot, so I don't really actually know how to deal with him a whole lot. It seems like 2 hits kind of puts him into hit stun with this weapon, but he also has pretty fast attacks, kind of like these alone knights, and they can be staggered in 1 from this though, but he is like more of like an elite type of enemy, right? But yeah, each hit does stagger. It pushes them back quite a bit, which is actually bad for this weapon, because if I get the first 2 hits off, the third doesn't actually like go off. This guy's close enough too. That guy really choked up on me, so I was able to get all 3. So I think walking and not running is the key to making this guy not aggro. Never mind. Just ignore everything I said. So the reason I'm going over here right now is because sometimes I aggro 2 knights at once, and I'm not trying to. There's the one. There he is. One, 2 is the stagger. One. Wow. Wow, that is really fast. Well, I'm getting a lot of their stuff. I'm kind of hoping to kill them so much that they just don't respawn if I just keep killing them. I didn't like that mechanic at first. So 2 attacks with the halberd is what's needed to it's what's needed to stagger them. So this will kill. Right. Okay, so I need 2 hits basically. That makes sense. I took fall damage from that. Really? What? I aggroed 2? How? Just 1 attack? Because I just wanted to do the vertical attack with this thing. The horizontal misses. Two things. 1, usually those knights don't aggro up into this tunnel. They stop at the base. And 2, I don't know how I aggroed that second one. Because I barely stepped in the room, and I thought I was in the same position that I was last time. This guy usually have to be up in here to aggro him. Maybe I walked up a little bit too far. I've gained his aggro. Okay. Dodge back. I needed space there. Okay, let's go for repair. Probably don't need it. Oh, I forgot it can hit through the floor. That's kind of awkward, isn't it? Both awkward that it hits through the floor and awkward that I forgot. It's double awkward. At this point, I really should... Okay, so when I attacked this guy in the past, I usually can only get off like one weak attack before he jumps back or he goes into his own combos. I'm probably not going to ever get in a chance to use something like Shazka against him, because also when he's far away from me, he can use the dash attack. And we already confirmed that that attack comes out really fast from neutral, faster than your Estus Flask from neutral. So it's going to come out faster than all spells from neutral too. Which basically means that I don't have that option to do it unless he, like, has some sort of, like, knockdown or something you can inflict on him. That attack's hitbox is really weird, because I thought I got hit by that time. Out of stamina. 1, 2, 3. I can maybe attack once before I'm too low on stamina to, like, reasonably attack more. Out of stamina. Rushing at me. Can attack once. Could have maybe attacked. No, he jumped back. Out of stamina. 1, 2. Get one attack off on him. Oh, he did a really long delay. What the heck? Okay, strong attack here. That was a dumb idea. I'm a retard. I knew better. You can only do weak attacks on him ever, because he doesn't have any opportunities, openings. That is a heal opportunity. Okay, I thought I might actually got a hit there. I was a little bit delayed, I think. I felt like my timing was a little bit off. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have attacked there. That was dumb. I'm such an idiot. I don't have stamina. Whoa, that was new. I hadn't seen that one before. Got me! One attack from me. One attack from me. I'm almost out of stamina, so back up. I need to wait until I have a little bit more. I'm not being patient enough. I'm the most patient person on planet Earth. Like, I can wait in between and do one here. One here. Drink to that. Can I? No, I couldn't. I didn't know if I could or not. I didn't know if there was enough delay. Yeah, I definitely don't like this boss, unfortunately. I just feel like it's falling into the same pitfalls as Elden Ring's, specifically Shadow of the Erdtree, but a lot of Elden Ring. He's not bad. He's not a bad boss, but it's not good either. It's flawed in its like ideology. But that's all right. I'll kill him. Might take a few more attempts. I never seen the jump attack before, so, and if he has a phase change, I haven't seen it. But that's something that really has only happened with more modern titles from Software, the phase changing. And even they don't do it a whole lot. Like, what did Bloodborne had that had a phase change? Witches of Hemwick kind of had a phase change. Kind of. Close enough that I might consider it one. Shoot. What the heck? Oh my gosh, they ran up and were able to do the thrust so fast I couldn't run from it. What the heck? What the heck? Did you see how fast they ran? Oh my gosh. It's not even that they ran that fast, it's that they ran and were able to do the poke, and they had such huge reach that they actually caught up to me mid-sprint with their swords. Like, their swords went so far, so fast, due to how fast they sprinted, that they not only caught up to me, but had to do their stand still to thrust it forward and still land the hit. It's insane. It's so fast. I don't know how I'm aggroing that one, because it's the one in the center, right? The one, like, right above my head right there. That's the one that I'm accidentally aggroing, right? But it's like, how am I aggroing him? Like, I'm so far back. Okay, I've killed these guys so much they're not respawning. That's good. How am I aggroing that guy, though? Yeah, he's like right there. How in the world am I aggroing him? Interesting. Interesting. His aggro triggers from like back here. Wow. Okay, that's really weird. I might die here. I probably should use a human effigy. I'm getting comfortable with this boss. It's harder to learn it when you have less HP. I'm not ready to beat him yet, right? I probably have like 4, 5, 6 more attempts left in me before I beat him, I would say. Somewhere-ish in that ballpark. So I make a lot of mistakes against him. You have to be very, very, very conservative with your mana. Or, sorry, your stamina. I was thinking of casting a spell and I was thinking mana for whatever reason. I am out of everything. I wish that thing would drop its sword. That would be cool. I don't know. Have I ever given the story of my name? It's not. I just got Great Fireball spell from that thing? Really? I just got another Great Fireball? From one of those salamanders? What are the odds of that? $208 damage. Pretty decent. Not great, though. Yeah, fighting a boss. I'm almost at half HP. This is probably not right. Yeah, I haven't told. It's not like that. I don't think it's like that crazy of a story. But the first MMO I played was called DC Universe Online, and I had a. I'm dead. I really need a weapon that can stagger these guys in one hit. Anyways, okay, there's, I guess, two parts to this. One is I can't say the word aminal right if I talk normally. I have to talk really slow and, like, slow myself down. Otherwise, I just say aminal wrong. So in DC Universe Online, the first MMO I ever played, I made a nature-based shapeshifter kind of character that is basically Tarzan, just wore a loincloth and would just shapeshift into like a whole bunch of like hybrid creatures or full-on aminals. And I was like, okay, what am I going to name this guy? And I tried Wild Aminal, but spelled correctly, but the name was already taken. And I was like, well, I can't pronounce it right anyways. And so I just did the wrong spelling. And so that was the birth of Wild Aminal. And then my second character, I think I used it off of some anime and named my character Kotana Elegance. I don't even remember what anime that was. But nobody knew it was me. And from then on, I always named my characters, with a few exceptions, Wild in the name somewhere, so that people actually knew it was me. And that was the birth of the Wild Aminal. It was so long ago. I really need to use humanity. Or effigies. So with this guy, should I let him attack first? Right? Because I need at least 2 hits to do the stagger. Yeah, I basically need to let him have his turn first. Well, now I think I should be killing these lizards if they have the chance to get fireballs. You hate DC Online? Really? That sounds like it has a story to it. The cinematic trailer is so catfish. I don't know if I've seen the cinematic trailer. I'm sure it looks way better than the game actually is. The game was pretty good. It's a classic tab target MMO. It was just my first tab target MMO, you know? And I still have friends that I met in DCUO all these years later. It was crazy how many friends that I made in the game. Some of my real life friends actually played the game too. We're all big like superhero fans, like, in general, so we kind of got into the storylines and stuff. There were some really cringe things in the game though, like some of the dialogue and stuff. It was impossible not to meme on. 1, 2, that was a stagger. Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot of tab target games since then. Prefer action combat. Technically, Guild Wars 2 is like hybrid. You do tab onto things, but there's a lot of stuff that's not tab. I'm going to try to aggro that one. I didn't mean both. I killed this one for... Jeez, I'm gonna peel back. That was unfortunate that they both pulled out their swords. I think Neverwinter was tab target, right? I can't lock on for whatever reason right here. It's not letting me. couldn't move. I can't move still. Wow, chain CC'd in the truest regard. That one, the one that moved from the left side to the right, he shot so fast after moving. Usually there's quite a bit of delay in between their shots, but it seems like the delay is only in between individual shots taken, not in movement. Doesn't have anything to do with that. So in other words, they can move, shoot, but they can't shoot, right? Move, shoot, move, shoot, but they can't shoot at any point. So you'll never see them like rush to a place and then just be able to shoot you like 3 times, which is good. I'm on the fence about the enemies respawning thing, because like if they're gonna have gauntlets before bosses, I think like for players like me who maybe aren't, I don't think I'm the best player at this game in particular, like comparatively to some of the other Souls games. I felt like I kind of mastered them by the end, whereas this game I don't feel like that, right? That's a pretty good example. Part of this is I'm being stubborn and not using my human effigies, but like I don't want to be wasteful with like a limited resource, and maybe that's just sort of a weakness of mine, but also it's like it's a problem with the game, right? It could just be skill issue too. I guess that's what I'm saying, but there's also choices that I'm making in the game that make it harder as well, right? I don't know how many people actually chose to fight through here instead of just like running to the boss, for instance. Because I think that last section I could probably just run past those archers into the boss room and just take a hit, right? But I haven't been doing it. Very poor decisions, yeah. And but I'm intentionally making them, so it feels weird to say like I'm making poor decisions and not like thinking logically. I am. I'm just choosing, not that should have been a dodge, but I was still in animation actually. You guys wouldn't know that, but I was actually still in end lag of my attack. See, like right now, I really should be using a human effigy. To go into that night area is probably going to get me killed, just because I don't have enough sustain for it. It just doesn't really make sense for me to like go in, because like, okay, let's say I use Great Heal now, right? I might get my charge back, but I'm within what, 2-shot range probably? How in the world am I aggroing that one in the back? I just don't understand how I'm aggroing that one that's further back sometimes. I am so choked up in that doorway, I'm barely stepping out. Do you see how far back he is? It doesn't make any sense. Sir Alone, is it Alone? How do you pronounce that? Whoa, hey. But anyways, Sir Alone has 1,000-fold Titanite katana. What does that mean? I think 2 arrows might kill me too. I don't really know how to approach this. I'm gonna back up here and reset them. As if you were to say ravioli, a Loki. What? Oh, you're joking. Okay, good thing you're joking because that didn't make any sense at all. Oh, well, that solves that problem for a second. Oh, I can't stand there. I can't stand there. I forgot. It goes to the floor. It goes to the floor. I totally forgot. I forgot it goes to the floor. Didn't say Loki, said Loney. Oh. Well, I knew what you meant. Alright. I have 24. I should probably do it, right? I don't really need to repair anything. This might as well. I'll get the charge back regardless. Will he give me enough time to use a cast of Shah's Ka? Oh, he has iframes. Right, I forgot. So the answer to that would be kind of no. One hit, he dashes back. One hit, he dashes back. I was a little early on that. One hit, he dashes back. One hit. Comboing me. I was early on that and it still didn't hit again. 3-hit combo, no stamina to retaliate to that. One hit. No stamina to retaliate. I took damage from something and I haven't been able to recover yet. A drink here, I think I'm okay. One. I get one hit in. One. He does an attack, I get one hit in. I was early on that and it still counted because it's a very generous hitbox. I'm assuming that attack does something really gross. No stamina, can't attack. He dashes across the screen. I get one hit in. Get one hit in. I get one hit in. I get one hit in. I get one hit in. Glad I'm not using the dagger right now. I get one hit in. Glad I'm not using the dagger right now. I thought he went... I didn't know that had vertical travel, or sorry, horizontal travel to it. I thought it was mostly vertical. I didn't think he could hit me with it. I get one hit in. Glad I'm not using a dagger. What was that? I get one hit in. Glad I'm not using a dagger. I don't have much stamina, so back up. I don't have stamina to attack here. I don't have stamina to attack here. I get one hit in. I don't have stamina to attack here. I don't have stamina to attack here. I get one hit in. Glad I'm not using a dagger. I get one hit in. Glad I'm not using a dagger. I get one hit in. Glad I'm not using a dagger. One hit in. Glad I'm not using a dagger. I'll go for 2 here for the kill. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Alright, GG's. Yeah, that was an extremely, extremely, extremely aggressive boss that left no openings at all for anything reasonable other than like just a big weapon. I'm glad I had this. This weapon's honestly been like a godsend to me. Because like normally I don't use bigger, heavy hitting weapons, but you really need one in this game. Wait. Smelter wedge? Wait, what just happened? Oh, that's it. I got a smelter wedge and then teleported out. Alright. Well, I did like the actual final boss more than that one. I really liked the Ivory King's moveset. I thought that was really good, but I didn't like his boss fight as a whole, so that was kind of sad. All right, I honestly did pretty decent for time. It's 3:43 right now. I never crashed today, did I? Hell yeah, no crashing. How about that? It technically I guess it's my ISP, but I'm not gonna call Comcast right now, or tomorrow. I don't know if I kept crashing. If I keep crashing like next week, then I'm definitely gonna have to like call and be like, do you know what's going on? I'm curious as to what the other crown does. Like this one restores spell slots. Does the other one do something similar, or does it do something else that's secret that I don't know about? Like how do I even go about testing that? I feel like that's a wiki thing, right? Cuz like it's so bizarre that items would have extra effects that they don't state on them. I didn't fight alone with a katana, but
Until
should I have? I don't know. I didn't really like it that much, so I guess it doesn't matter. I bet they hit pretty hard, though. The washing pole is the one that I was thinking about running. I don't know if I'm going to make that commitment. I wish there was a more unique one. Look at all the black steel I have. There's only been two katanas in the game so far. Oh, wow. The black steel has an A. Has an A rating in Dex. Bet those hit pretty hard. What's its running? Oh, it does have a thrust. Is that its roll too? No. Backstep? Backstep has the thrust. That's kind of cool. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I just wish I got a boss weapon, right? Like, it's so weird because in Elden Ring, they just give you the remembrances. You choose what weapon you want. And so after defeating a boss, there's like this really hype moment of like, oh my gosh, I might have their cool weapon. But in this, like, I want that guy's weapon, and I didn't get it. Maybe there's a way to get it using his soul at the special smith that I never found. Maybe I should do that before going to New Game Plus. Find that smith and like make a few weapons for New Game Plus. I'm very close to a level up. I'm very close to a level up. I should get it. Where can I go to gain a few souls? I never found this bonfire. Isn't that weird? That's pretty strange, isn't it? I never found one of the bonfires. Also, I did have... I did decide to use humanity, or to restore my humanity with an effigy, before I fought that boss instead of fighting him at half HP. That was a good call. Like, I didn't think I was ready to beat him yet. I thought I needed a few more attempts to, like, understand his moveset before, like, committing to using the humanity. But it was a good call to do that. I had a much better understanding of him than I thought. I had a little bit of self-doubt that probably was unjustified. Um... Is this not where I'm thinking? Well, I can kill the enemies in here. There's no curse anymore. Yeah, there's another one in the doorway. Not in the doorway, off to the left, though. Oh, wow, it jumped right over it. Kind of like iframed through it, actually, too. Alright, 49-1, and I need 49-0. Perfect. Yeah, that worked out well. I wasn't planning on starting the next DLC, but I feel like I should today, huh? I really feel like I should. It's only 3:49 here. I probably have to go a little bit early today, but not like much, you know, like probably at like 6 or very, very close to it is when I should peel. Dex up to 26, it's not too bad. But I don't know. I say we go for it. Oh man, I have 2 great fireballs I can now put on. Yeah, but okay, I have to test this. So I get 6 great fireballs, right? Now these are technically stacked together. Right? So when the crown triggers and restores spells, is this considered a spell? Because I have 2 of the same together? Or is it considered 2 separate instances and restores 2 charges? That would be the thing. Because if it counts them as 2 individual instances of spells, it'd bring it up from 4 to 6. That's good. But if it only brings it up from 4 to 5 and it's not counting them as 2 individual instances instead of 1, then I'd rather have just Fire Orb with it. So I'd have Fire Orb and, like, let's say Great Fireball, or Shaz-Ka and Great Fireball, because they're 2 separate classifications of spell. But if they're together, or sorry, if they're not together, they're not. Wow. That is pretty huge. Okay. That's phenomenal. And then heal and repair for utility. Honestly, I could almost get more attunement slots at this point, because there are certain spells that I thought were kind of poo-poo. Like, oh, this uses 2 slots? Resplendent Life uses 2 slots? I never thought it was that good. But I could use, like, Replenishment and have some healing over time, and instead of having 2 charges, I'd have, like, 3 or 4 on the go. So maybe I put more stock into attunement slots in the future. I could even do that now. Like, I'm not wasteful. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to Freya's area. I believe that's where it is. It's so weird that this crown is part of the DLC and not base game. I feel like this is a pretty game-changing item. Because I'm even thinking about other spells that I just wouldn't take with me, as I said, like the replenishment spell. And now it doesn't sound like complete trash. It's like before, very, 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 very slow healing. And you only get 2 charges if it was not appealing. But now that I don't just get 2 charges and it's a lot more, it doesn't sound that bad. I even kind of just want to try it right now, to be honest. Where am I? Oh, yeah, I forgot how far away it is. There used to be a whole bunch of spiders in this room, but I killed them so much that they don't come back anymore. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but it was pretty funny. I don't remember whether I go down here or I go down here. It's wherever the crystals are. This is the antlion area, right? Yeah, I don't think it's in there. There's a bonfire closer to Freya, but you haven't found it. I know where it is. It's behind a gate, but I never figured out how to open the gate. And I spent so much time here too. It's ridiculous that I hadn't found it. It's almost mind-boggling. Was it in here? No. Well, I mean, closer to Freyja, it'd have to be here-ish to be worth it, because, like, this is a pretty quick trek. I just kind of don't want to deal with them right now. Like, they're not that big of an issue, but I just kind of don't want to deal with them. I don't know if I hit one of them if they aggro still, even with the torch. So I'm kind of just kiting this guy out. Well, you're kind of in the way, buddy. Something that I can appreciate, I've already said this before, but something I can appreciate with the Dark Souls games is how they're not hand-holdy. I really do appreciate that. They're fine with you not finding some secrets or understanding some things. I feel like this should be a little bit more lenient with some things, like this crown, for instance, explaining like what it does, since it's such a, hard item to get, DLC and all. But I like how these games, they treat the player with so much respect, and it's just like kind of rare. I don't know. I like it. I like it when games like, yeah, the player will figure it out. They'll get through it. Though sometimes I do think that can be a crutch for developers to have bad game design intentions, or not intentions, but they could just have bad game design decisions, because they're like, we'll just let the player figure it out. Who cares if it's not well programmed? And I don't like that. And I think sometimes Dark Souls 2 has run into that. Was this it? This does something, right? Oh. Was this it? What's going on? Wait, was this not it? One of the main reasons Dark Souls blew up so much is that at release it was challenging and it didn't handhold, and at times it was a big perceived problem in the AAA games. I think it still is. I think the hand-holding nature in a lot of ways is, and it's one of the reasons I think some games, even like Nintendo games like Breath of the Wild, are so wildly popular. They're just like, yeah, you can just go wherever, like do anything, you end up running into a Lionel and it kills you in 2 hits, that's your fault. You fought that thing. You didn't have to fight it, but you chose to and died because of it. It's like they don't care, and I don't know, but yeah, I still think it's a problem in a lot of games. It's like a dream. You're right. It is like a dream. Is this a dragon? This is the dragon, the dead one that Freya ate. This is Freya's snack. I don't know if she ate it, but what am I doing here? Oh, examine. Ancient dragon soul. But no, I imagine that in a time when hand-holding was at its all-time high, Dark Souls comes out, and it's like, that's not what video games are about. And it just, like, gives the, like, I don't know, Dark Souls... I haven't really said it directly, right? Obviously, I really, really enjoyed my time with Dark Souls, but I don't think I've said this directly. I like this game, but I do think it's worse than Dark Souls 1. It's not like... It's not bad, but it's not as good as Dark Souls 1 was, and that's a little sad. Because, like... I don't know. There are things about it I do like more, and there are some interesting design decisions that I don't think are bad or good. They're just decisions the developer made, like the weapon durability system. I'm still very on the fence about it. It makes you use different weapons. It does. It makes you switch between weapons in an area because your one will break. But players hate when they have their volition taken away from them and they have to use a different weapon or something because of durability. Like, they just hate having that decision-making process and their own special, like, imprint of what they want to do be taken away. And so, like... So is that all that's here? I don't see anything else. Was it just the dragon soul and that's it? Yeah, so I don't know. The weapon durability system though is something in this game I at least respect, but I don't really love, and it's one of those things it's like I can give it a pass. The losing humanity and it capping your HP and your HP being less. I think that is a good way to make the player like care about humanity more thematically. 100%. I also think it's one of the most cruel, needlessly cruel mechanics that I've seen in a game. That you punish the player so severely for death. And I really wish it wasn't in the game at all. Like, I think it makes the game actively worse. It makes me less experimental. Yeah. How do I get out of here? Because usually it's like, oh, well, you know, the ashen mist's faded. You can go back home now. Interact with the dragon again? Ah. Thank you. I was like, how do I... Usually it kicks you out pretty quick. Yeah, before New Game Plus, I'll have you tell me where that smith is. Ooh, what is this? Oh, I got another smelter wedge. That's weird. I think I destroyed all the wedges, didn't I? But yeah, before I go to New Game Plus, I'll get a mass of souls, and I'll get some of the smith weapons if I can. Ancient dragon soul. There's got to be some cool weapons I could make, right? And going into New Game Plus, that means I have like new weapons to use. I will forever miss my fire longsword though. I don't really even use my fire longsword all that much. Then again, everything's been so resistant to fire. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm a moron. I'm a moron. It's not here. I thought it was here. Oh gosh, where is it then? Okay. I'm racking my brain. It's going like crazy. Uh, was it? Oh gosh, the place with the ship. After you take the ship, it goes to an area. Was it in that area instead, the cove? It's clearly not here. I remembered incorrectly. What? No, I mean, that happens all the time. Do I want to... Is it where you take the ship? Wherever you take the ship to in the cove? It isn't? Alright, yeah, you just tell me. I've seen it before, I just don't remember where it's at. Oh, I remember where the ship takes you. The ship takes you to that giant keep, right? It's in Black Gulch. Oh, it's at the... Is it at the end of the poison area? I get the names mixed up. There's like the Blight Town kind of looking area, and then there's the actual like poison area. I think it might be the poison area though, right? Because I think I went all the way to the end and I was like, wait, there's nothing else? I was like really confused. But why am I interacting with her? Oh, I'm still interacting. Black Gulch. Okay, Black Gulch is the... What is the Blight Town area called? I don't even see it on here. I don't even see the Blight Town looking area. I know it's Black Gulch, but I can't even remember what the other one's called. I'm being dumb right now. The Gutter. That's it. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yes, the Gutter. That area didn't have as much of an impact on me as Blighttown did. I'm assuming that's because Blighttown and it have like a similar kind of aesthetic, and I kind of associated, and it sort of feels like it had its own identity though, right? Like I still liked the area. It's definitely not in my like lowest areas. Yeah, I'm still gonna say it though. I don't think the DLC areas have been my favorite. They're okay, but I didn't like either of those as much as a lot of the base game areas. I actually really like this area here. I'm gonna get so poisoned. I have no idea what I'm doing. I probably should have brought on cleanse. Yeah, I don't remember this super well. You should look up the beta version of the level, of the levels and ideas. There was a lot of cool concepts that died along development. I don't know if I want to do that then. It'll just make me disappointed. Wow, I already died. That's not a good start. Some of these shoot really fast. I was trying to just like power through, but some of them shoot really fast. I should be two-handing for the pokes. I do like this area. I think it's so creepy and weird, and I don't really feel like there's anything else like it in the other Souls games. Not really. Like a poison cave with statues that have like eyes that shoot poison missiles at the player, while there are like pools of oil that can catch fire, and giant like tentacle like monster things that have mouths that come out and try to grab the player. Like what the heck? There's nothing else like that in any Souls games, modern or... What shot me? I forgot. Can I kill these? Yeah. For Dark Souls 3, I am definitely keeping a notepad of like certain locations and locked doors. So I can kind of be a little bit more proactive in like keeping things in my memory. Part of the problem is that break I took between this game or between when I played this and I took that what like 3 week break, which is good and bad. It was good for well, I mean, I want to say mental health, but that's not true because some of it was just uh stuff with my uncle, but I am pretty blessed to have so much family nearby. And a family that was like willing to try. Oh my gosh, that one shot it. Okay, so if I'm far enough away, did these still shoot? No. How many of these come out of the water? This boss was kind of gross. Didn't really trigger me in terms of like how gross it was after some of the bosses in Lords of the Fallen, especially that one inside like that torture tower area. Oh my god. Remember when I couldn't find this hole? I was like looking all around this room and I was like, I don't know where to go. And there was like just this hole in the wall that I didn't see because of all the fire and the contrasting light. Right, and I was so confused when I got pulled out of here because I was like, wait, what? That was it? Try message? I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of poison here. I'm assuming this is cavernous. That's what I'm assuming, is that this is a very cavernous dungeon, which actually is kind of exciting. But it also has to be a castle of some sort. Maybe it's a swamp area? Like, cause there has there been there's kind of been a poison swamp in this game, but kind of not. We are in another cave, but that doesn't say much. The sign written here is being channeled from somewhere far away. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Wait, what? Do I need the ring of the king? I don't remember. I thought those were different doors. I thought those were different doors. I didn't think that was for the DLC stuff. Closed. Um, what am I doing wrong here? I did light the torch last time. Is there something I need to do specifically to access this DLC I haven't done yet? Uh... Did I try attacking the door? Do I have to take off this crown? Because it's like from a different DLC or something? Maybe there's something I can light on fire to open the door? Wasn't looking for any, like, braziers or anything. Try enemy? They're like an invisible enemy here? I psyched myself out to thinking that was an enemy and it was just a player. Yeah, maybe I have to run around with the torch and there's like something invisible I can't only see with it. I'm like kind of grasping at straws. The other areas, the DLCs, I could just walk into and play. Hmm. Alright, am I supposed to know how to get through here? Try hole, key required ahead. I have that key sword. The keyblade. I never did use it. Key to the embedded. Do I have to attack with it? I don't know what the embedded is. It's kind of a cool weapon. I just hate how you hold it. There's a key required. It's not this clearly, I think, right? Because when I walk up to it, it still says locked. Interesting. Really need to find a vendor where I can sell stuff. I could use that spell that I don't even think I have it. I could purchase that spell from the cleric chick to get more hints from messages. Yeah. I don't have any other key that could open this, do I, in my inventory? It's 1 to an unknown land. Heavy iron key. Guides 1 to an unknown land. So I'm missing one of these kind of items. Where would I get it? I must have already had those in my inventory and I didn't even realize it. Would it be in that poison area? If it's in the gutter, it's gonna take a long time. This warps me back to the the bonfire back in Majula, right? Or does this spit me back out at the poison area? Okay, it just spits me out at the poison area. Try pyromancy? Where? Illusion. Do I have to leave a message? Is that what the game wants me to do? I've never had to do that before. I want to say message like they did. Concepts, attributes. Oh, it's not in alphabetical order. Is message in here? I don't know where it would be, under which category. Play dead. It's gotta be in here, right? Unless it's in musings. Yeah, I don't have musings. Nope, I have no idea. Then objects. Message ahead. Sure. How do I activate it? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, A is done. The heck's the A button? Go mouse keyboard for a second. Oh, it undid it all. Clicked it. Message. Oh, can I just do down here? Enter? No, the enter button doesn't work. How do I send it? How do I send the message? Now I'm just bothered that I don't understand how this works. It's not square. Right, that's hold and delete. How come A doesn't work? Maybe this is an invalid message? Huh. Hmm. Do I need to use an item from my inventory to message instead? Where's the multiplayer items? Is there no category for multiplayer items? Leave summon sign. Leave summon sign. I don't know what the difference between these two is. Banish phantoms, restores link, enemy invaders from other world, proof of helping buddies, scale to offer to the dragon, Rat King. Let's just try a regular message. Blank required a head. In the blank we said, say, message required a head. Okay, now it's letting me do it. Okay, it's just that was an invalid thing. So do I need to message? Try pyromancy. Why does it want me to try pyromancy? Try message. I'm out of fireballs anyways because I don't have my crown on. I'm assuming the crown is not going to solve, or pyromancy is not going to solve the issue. I don't know what it means by illusion. Try message. Alright, I tried it. Okay, well, it didn't help me. I didn't think it would, but... Okay, so we need to find this key somewhere. I think the key was over here somewhere. Wow, that was fast. I didn't even have time to react. I also didn't step in it either. Like, did it from range. Oh, those things drop large Titanite shards. It's full. Poisoned. There's a chest here. Can I get it in time? I should have rolled. Divine Blessing does not help me right now. Hidden path ahead. You really think there's a hidden path ahead? It's locked. I have the king's ring on too. That's not it. What opens this? Key required ahead, therefore try down. I don't want to fight two of them at once. Interesting that there'd be giants down here after all these years. One of the most inhospitable places with all the poison. But I guess after losing a war... doesn't seem to be doing too much. Forgotten Key. Soul of Giant. I'm gonna use another Flame Butterfly. I hardly ever use them. I've got 25 left. Also Estus. So we got a couple different ways to go up. Might go up. Try jumping. And then this is another path. It was sus. I attacked it. Ring of Giants +1. What does that do? That's Ring of Blades. Ring of Giants +1. Increases poise. I like the rings that I have. I wish the regen ring was a +1 though at this point. I might have missed one. Oh, what? Wait, there's an item? Wait a second. You can't get out of here when it's going up though, right? Oh, it's inside that pot. Silver talisman. Okay. Well, I got it. Not that it's very good. Dead again? Used forgotten key. What the heck is dead again? Sounds like a hex, doesn't it? Dead again. Hex that casts dark flame upon corpses, causing them to combust violently. That does sound familiar. Maybe we already had that? Because it doesn't show duplicates. Yeah, it does. It does show duplicates. I was almost sure we had dead again. Oh, it's this dude again.
We meet again, young undead. You have the look of a true seeker. I am Dark Diver Grandal, seeker of dark, giver of dark. If you seek true dark, I will grant it to you.
He looks like you?
As you desire.
I look like him?
Well then, is dark what you wish for?
Miroku, you look like this guy in real life? No, I don't want to join the Dark Pilgrimage. No thanks.
Perhaps I was wrong. No, just ignore me. Young undead, may the dark shine your way.
Darkness doesn't shine yet, ditz. Wait, do you have a long beard like this guy? You really? Wow. Captain Darkness. Your beard is shorter, but it's long? Wait, I still didn't get the key to progress forward, right? So I still can't access the DLC yet. My uncle, he's been growing his beard out for quite some time. He's a hunter, so it kind of like really works with him. You're 47 years old, a certified boomer. Honestly, I would have like never known. Honestly, your knowledge about like gaming and stuff like that is pretty crazy and stuff like that too. So you must have been playing games for a long, long time. Like like some of these are pretty old titles, but they're not that old. What is it, like 2000? Was it 2011 for Dark Souls 1? Oh, you're messing with me? You're not 47? What's wrong? How am I supposed to know? Do you still have a beard? Stop shooting at me. How do I get up there again? Alright, well first of all, I should stop myself from rapidly dying due to poison. Not anymore, but usually do. I don't have like I've been growing out a mustache for like a long time. It looks good, but like I'm not I have more hair on my legs than I do on my head or my face. You know what I mean? I can't like really grow a beard really. I want to break this one. Need longer reach. It's not the problem. There we go. I've been pretty thorough with this place. I have no idea where to get that key from. It might not be here. That one almost poisoned me. Okay. So I think I just about destroyed all the statues except for the ones up there. And there's got to be a way to get up there. There's got to be a way to get up there. Shoot. Maybe I should light a torch and see if there's stuff off the ledge again. I light my torch on this? Is that allowed? Just ordered some Mexican food. What'd you order? I have to share as normal. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner tonight. I'm having dinner like probably a little bit. No, probably I guess not really early. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing for dinner tonight. Spend the night with my folks for a bit, and then hang out with some friends. Oh, I have to use a fragrant branch of yore on this guy. Usually become hostile. Why are you? I don't have the item to access the DLC. The door was locked, so I'm trying to find where that, where it is, where the key item is to access DLC land. The items to access the DLC before were these two, the heavy iron key and the frozen flower. But I don't have any others that let me access like a DLC area. So I assumed it might be in here somewhere. So that fragrant branch of yore was literally just to open a shortcut to a bonfire. So that did not help. If it's not in this area, then it could be in the prior one. It's just, I don't think it's here. You need the dragon talon and you remember where it is. I mean, it's probably like gonna be a really wild goose chase, right? Like, what are the chances I'd find this on my own? Is it in the prior area? Is it in the Blight Townish area? Or is it just somewhere really bizarre? Okay, I won't find it. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Aw, that's sad. I found the other ones, I guess, by accident. Did I have to fall down from here? How is there just this torch randomly here? Alright, well, if you don't think I'll find it, then just hit me with where it's at. I do have a dragon scale I can bring to the dragon, though, and talk to him. That was an item in my inventory, right? Where was it? Scale to offer to the dragon. Majula? Okay. Okay, we'll go to Majula. Oh, remember that weird map dude? We haven't checked in with him in forever. I don't think he probably has anything to say, but in the pit, and you need the forgotten key. The forgotten key that we just picked up in the poison area? I think we just picked that up in the poison area. That was the one we used to open the door to the giant, right? I could be wrong. Maybe there's more than one forgotten key. Oh, it's that one halfway down the pit that has that door that I didn't know how to open up, and I got it confused with potentially a king's door. Um, Strange, I don't remember that. Do not remember that happening. I mean, it makes sense too, because that stick was very small. I think that probably happened the first time I did that too, but that was so long ago. I don't think I had that many souls, but enough that I definitely want to get them back, you know? Okay, so where do I go from here? I do have enough souls to maybe pay for the ladder service. I do have enough souls to do it, right? I don't even know how to get down from here. To jump? Do I jump? It didn't trigger. Well, I'll grab my souls and then I'll just pay him. Because 19k should be enough, right? I don't know how much he wants for it. I also don't know how to get off the ladder to get to where I need to go. I do kind of want to know where to go, though, here. I think you would try to go into a running sprint, and then jump across to there, right? That's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me. You can't fall down there and live, right? I've done this once before. That's kind of what's frustrating to me. I've done this once before in the past. Okay, yeah, that is what you do. Okay, let's just pay the guy for the ladder, though. Let's see how it works, because I'm kind of curious. Because you can't, like, just get off a ladder and, like, go to, like, I don't know. It'll be interesting. And I definitely have enough souls for it. I'm probably nowhere near a level up, right? Yeah, nowhere close. I'm almost at 50 to need 50,000.
Come to see Owl Gilligan. What? Well, really, a very generous offer indeed, especially from you. I get such a warm feeling inside when I get the chance to help others. Hey, this ladder's not for sale. The only things I sell are miniatures. I mean, if that tickles your fancy, you can buy as many as you like. Cheers for that.
Okay, let's see how far down this goes. You do not trust this ladder? Oh, there's another one too going up. Wait, this is the one I need to go to, right? This is where I need to go to. Yeah, I recognize that metal ladder in this door. Yeah, Forgotten Key. So I needed to go through that poison area and find the Forgotten Key before I could do this even. So I didn't waste time. Awesome. Oh, this looks sus. Dragon Talon. Behind? this is ultra sus. Soul Vortex. Weapon ahead. Witch Tree Branch. Witch Tree Bellvine? Are those catalysts? Slash staves? Witch Tree Branch and Bellvine? Oh. Although not a proper catalyst, the Bellvine is quite powerful. Why isn't it a proper catalyst? Catalyst for miracles and hexes? Wait, this does hexes too. I was like, wait, what? Clerics who were ostracized devised this as an alternative catalyst for casting miracles. I can cast miracles with this? Oh, if it didn't have... It already has an A scaling in lightning and it's a +0. It already has an A scaling in lightning and it has a +0. So does that mean it would do more damage? It shows its spell rating is lower. This is at 171 and 171. And this is at 100 and 100. But if I carried this, I wouldn't have to change my catalyst every 10 seconds from the Black Witch's staff. I could just have one on. I could just have like this all the time. And then when I wanted to cast Repair, I could use it. It's kind of weird looking, isn't it? It kind of looks like, they kind of look like marshmallows, big flowers. It's cool, but like, I probably need to upgrade that. Not a bad idea, so I don't have to carry this stick around just to repair weapons. Praise the sun. Great lightning spear. Hell yeah. Great lightning spear. And we got the dragon talon. That was a key item, right? Guides one to an unknown land. Right. Oh, man. Yeah, better... The better late than never is so too true. I can't... It's like my brain can't even process how true it is. We gotta try it out. Requires 42 in faith. It's gotta be devastating. What do I want to try this on? What poor soul deserves my torment? How about that big hippo thing? The cyclopotamus. Sounds awful, is awful. I know this is early game though, so maybe its HP is too low to really be meaningful. Wait, so could I get 6 Great Lightning Spears? Because you can also get Great Lightning Spear from like co-oping with people, which I never did. Where should I go to co-op with people? Is my level too high? My ultra soul level or whatever? Probably, huh? It's probably too high to be able to play with anyone. $554. 647. Wow. Huge. I'm getting so many spells now. I think I should put more points into attunement. I need to know when the next threshold is. What's my attunement right now? 20? I don't know when the next time I'd get another spell slot is, but I feel like I want another one. This crown doesn't like change the way I play necessarily, but it does offer something that nothing else does. Because I did take replenishment off, right? Yeah, but I do like replenishment. I'm gonna be a little meta-gamey, and I think I will look up how well this scales at like a later level, just to see. Because if I like it, then I'll use the witch tree Belvine, and then I can use some spells with it as well. I don't know. My character's pretty beefy. I just wish I could play with other people and help them like defeat a boss, but I think my soul memory level is too high to play with anybody. Okay, we are here. One sec. Become the legendary Gunnar, and how do you propose I do that exactly? You can get great lightning in 3 places total. Well, that was one. Also, welcome to the crown of the Sunken King? Sunken King. Oh. Ooh. Shuvla Sanctum? Okay. Okay. This is pretty cool looking. This is pretty cool looking. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. What the heck? That dragon had like a sword in its back. You scared me? Well, the dragon scared me. Did you see that thing? It was like right in my face. I didn't even notice. Like natural camouflage and all that, like a lizard. What was that? What did that dragon think it was trying to accomplish? Trying to pretend it was some sort of giant flying reptile. Oh, okay, so there's two places to go. This place looks like the right way, so we go this way? Well, this way looks kind of right, too. I don't know. It was chilling until I showed up. Yeah, well, I mean, they had that giant sword in its back. And stop trying to take away my cookies. I didn't do anything wrong. Trap? Beanpole? What? What's a beanpole? Wait, what? What's beanpole? What the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. But yeah, poor dragon had PTSD from a guy with a sword, clearly. New enemy? Poised through 2 hits. Stagger on the 3rd. Listen carefully. See an enemy up ahead. What is this? Oh, I was using that as cover. Okay. So this thing can like raise and lower platforms? Ow. One, two. Oh, that staggered on the 2nd that time. Oh gosh. Nice jump attack, buddy. I lost connection to the server. Did I disconnect from the thing? No. I don't know why I get that error message. I don't like it. It freaks me out. I probably should heal. There's no reason I shouldn't heal here. All right. Run at him and use Dark Hurricane, maybe? I think so. Yeah, that was the play. Ooh, this doesn't stagger even the first hit. You guys have some pretty high, poise. Did all of these kind of have some secret areas to them below? I guess. Thought I was gonna take some fall damage. One, two, stagger on three? No. Whoa, man, these guys have some insane poise. Not even stagger, not even hit stun. I should say hit stun, not stagger, but not even hit stun on the third hit. Not even on the third hit, though. Like, geez. Poison Stone. So far, this area has piqued my interest. Alright, let's go a few rounds. Okay, well, I ran out of range. Oh, man. Armor destroying spray. How does it, when does it stop? When does it stop? So it just never stops that cloud? Ever? I feel like I need my whip if that's the case, right? Well, that might just be the one. I think my durability is okay. No, that definitely hurts it a lot. Okay. Man, this area is really interesting. Because the switches. Oh, I see what that moves now. I didn't see what it was moving before. Is it just this first part of the platform? Like, I can jump across from there. But I wonder if that one below is the other half of it. That's what I would guess. Yes. Backstab. Or not. Jump attack. Right, repair my sword to full. I think I'm doing good on durability for the other stuff, right? That's fine. yeah, this area is kind of interesting. Ooh. I definitely want to go over there. I think I go over there first. I have a bad feeling I'm going to get ambushed here. Oh, it's the poison stones again. Oh, what the heck? It's moving? Oh, there's like a dude crawling. What is this thing? How do I break it? Wish I could lock onto it easier. Well, magic seems to work, though. Or not. I don't really understand this thing. Alright, I guess I just ignore it. That's a little frustrating. I don't like just ignoring enemies, but like... This one seems like... I don't know really how to deal with it, honestly. Okay, we go for a heal here. Right. I'll look over the edge first. Lightning urn. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. That was rough. I have at least one fireball back, and then maybe one lightning. The PlayStation Network is down once again. Is it Tuesday? That was a joke. When you said once again, is it down normally? I don't even know. Ooh, item. Elizabeth mushroom. Elizabeth mushroom. I don't know how much damage has been done to my gear, so I'm just gonna go for a repair. Unfortunately, that doesn't repair my Catalyst or Pyromancer's Flame, because they need to be in the other hand, which is kind of stupid. But that's the way the game is coded. Wait, I can't... I thought there'd be a platform here. Okay, I guess this area was just like an optional thing. There wasn't even that great of items, just the Elizabeth mushroom. I don't even remember what Elizabeth mushroom does. Large gradual restoration of HP. I mean, that's nice, but... Wait. That thing shot me like 3 times pretty quickly. I'm gonna wait until the poison fades and then heal myself. Wait, what? What was that? Oh, an archer. All line of sight. Looks like there's 2. Few statues that spit poison potentially in between. Oh shoot. I didn't see that guy. Where'd he come from? Well then, let's back up. Let's back up. We have aggro of too many things. I might get poisoned here, but that's alright. Back up though. Okay. Did I see that right? Okay, yeah, this is a good idea. To back up here. I'm gonna run at him with Dark Hurricane. One, 2, 3. Lloyd's Talisman. Alright, so what... There's a switch there. Man, this area is so intricate. I like this as far as like a DLC area goes. It's by far my favorite out of the 3. There's another one behind me. Yeah, I heard him. Audio design in this game is really good. Move yet? I was still in end lag of my attack. Oof. Oh, that's gonna be low spell power. Doesn't matter. I'm still surprised that healed as much as it did with the low spell power. Yeah, I'm not sure which switches to hit. I should probably just hit them though, just to see what happens, so I can kind of understand how the levels put together. How the levels put together. Okay, let's do it. Let's whack this one. Okay, that raises us up to there. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Bonfire lit. Eee boy. Should I rest? I kind of don't need to. I had said this before. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This leads us straight to be able to get to the big thing. Yeah, we're going to go over there first. I kind of said this before, but with the Ring of Restoration, if I wanted to... Wait, how do I hit that thing? Do I still have cat on? I still have the cat on. I'll survive this. But I said this before, with the Ring of Restoration, I could wait like 15 minutes to get healed. That's not a problem. Just I don't want to wait 15 minutes to get my health back, you know? But if I needed to, I could... Ooh, there's an item there. How do I let go? What? Why would I want to go in there? I don't get it. Why would I want to go in there? Where am I from a level? Way off. I don't know why I'd want to go in there. I don't really understand. There wasn't any items, was there? And I can't really even hit that enemy super easily. I don't know what the strategy is. Maybe to use like a really low sweeping weapon. I was thinking my whip could maybe do it, but like I don't really need to kill him. So how do I get that item that's in there? Like when this is raising up, jump off? Oh, there's 2 items. Dark Night Stone. Do I just warp to Bonfire from here? I guess we're going to be moving forward anyways. I need to unequip the cat ring and go back to Serpent so that I can get a little bit extra souls, because it's really slow right now, and I don't need the... Oh, I do need the Catfall ring out of this tower. Like, literally right now, actually. So there's one more item to get that's on that other pillar. Yeah, this area is pretty interesting so far, aesthetically and in its mechanics with the raising platforms. Very puzzly. I kind of like it. I don't like how much poise these enemies have, but they seem to be fair with their attack patterns and everything, maybe even too slow. Like, too slow and too fair. Um, why is this taking so long? Oh yeah, I was gonna check that on my thing. Oh. mean, if I crashed, I crashed, right? Can you just, like, do something, game? Okay. Back online. I have no idea why that happened. My game, like, lagged hardcore, too. That was really strange. Okay, it did bring me back up to the bonfire I wanted to be at. I have the catfall ring. Oh shoot, that's right. Thunder Quartz Ring +3. I should at least try out the Uchigatana. Doesn't one of the NPCs sell it? I think so. Oh, they actually use different models for these, not just different colors. That's cool. Right route. 1, 2, 3. Then two-handed. Strong attack here. I'll heal first. Surprise enemy. Sync to mace. It sounds kind of cool. I usually don't like maces. They're too short range. Nope. Well, now I can dual wield them. I don't see Sanctum Mace. Oh, there it is. What is this one? Oh, it's a great hammer. I didn't even realize it went into the wrong category. I just want to see what it's like. Did it just poison me? It actually inflicts poison on the user. What's the purpose of this? This mace was corrupted by poison when Shin, the slumbering drake, awoke. A mere mortal would be asphyxiated by the poison emitted when wielding this mace, but for the noxious Sanctum soldiers, this fact matters none. Thanks, game. Thanks so much. I wanted that item so bad. Okay, we're gonna go down into this hole and attack this enemy with a plunging attack. Oh, there wasn't an enemy there. Is that one of the ones we aggroed? Yeah, we'll get shot at a bit from enemies. I didn't hit it. Can be a little bit more wasteful with spells since I actually get them back. I just can't like spam them, but I can like actually use them and get the utility out of them. Okay. I see. I could have gone off the edge here and down here as well. Probably easier to know to do that in the future. We move forward. Rusted coin. This looks like a button that would like open this trap door or something, doesn't it? Not how that works clearly, but it's kind of how it seems it should, maybe. Odd. Okay. Yeah, you show him, big boy. You show him who's a real dragon. Focus souls. Assuming that's a sorcery, but an ancient sorcery of